I know we're not lost.
Oh, you knew that yesterday, too, and you knew that twice today.
Oh, it cuts off very abruptly. You knew that twice. I want to hear the whole map conversation.
That'll be the map argument for 15 minutes.
Yeah. Anywho, welcome to Screams and Streams, the podcast that looks at the best and worst horror movies as rated on Rotten Tomatoes from 1970 onwards. I'm your host, Chad, and with me are my co-hosts,
Mike
and
Sam,
and our special guest,
Julie.
Hey, welcome to Screams and Streams.
Thanks for having me.
Our pleasure, I guess. Be sure to check
Without any context to that. Cool.
I'm just throwing that out there. We'll get to that later. Be sure to check us out on Instagram. Our handle is at ScreamStreamPod. Also, check out our website, screamsandstreams.com, for more information about the films we are looking at. Just a warning, if you don't like spoilers, we recommend that you stop listening now. Check out the film and rejoin us for our discussion. Today, we are doing a film suggested by our guest, which is where that comment came from.
You're welcome. Spoiler alert.
It is Daniel, Myrick, and Eduardo Sanchez's 1999 film, The Blair Witch Project. It scored 86% on Rotten Tomatoes. Let's get into it. Julie, you're going to give us our summary.
Yes. So the summary of the film is 3 film students vanish after traveling into a Maryland forest to film a documentary on the local Blair Witch legend, leaving only their footage behind.
Ooh.
Yep, that is it. That's the film.
That's the whole film.
Yep.
Yay!
And craziness ensues. All right, our sinister sip. Mike, what are we drinking today?
So our sinister sip was also suggested by our guest. It is the Black-Eyed Stick Man from Geeks Who Eat.
From Geeks Who Eat.
Geeks Who Eat.
Ah, interesting.
I like that.
All right, cheers.
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 Ooh,
That's all right.
I like that.
I like that.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Is it whiskey?
There's a lot going on. It's vodka, bourbon, lemon juice, Saint Germain, simple syrup, and bitters.
What's Saint Germain?
It's like I want to say like elderberry
Oh, okay. Yeah.
or something.
Elderflower.
Elderflower. That's it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Close. Yeah. we got there.
Yeah.
All right, so with that, we're going to go into our first impressions of this film. Sam, why don't you kick us off with your first impression of this film?
I watched this when I was a wee child.
A wee one.
I was so scared. I think I must have been 10 or 11. And I saw
Holy
this
shit.
and I was terrified. And my dad was like super outdoorsy and camping. We did tons of camping trips and stuff. And I was like, never fucking again. Like never.
Yeah.
I don't want it. Yeah, I watched it too young. Don't recommend. I do think it's better watching this as a teen or someone younger than someone my age now, or maybe it's because I've already seen it, so I already kind of knew the vibe and everything.
Right.
I remember really liking it and being very excited to do this podcast, and then I watched it with my husband and he was like, that's it. That okay. And we're like, okay, and then we shut the TV off and we went to bed. So it was like so yeah, I think it's one of those movies that when you've watched it once, you've watched it, in my humble opinion. And I also feel slightly bad
one
because
opinion,
it's just one. And I feel bad because usually we don't have the people who recommend these movies right in front of us. Usually we can just be like,
Just staring
fuck
at
you,
you.
whoever you are in the internet. And then Julie's just staring at me right now. And I'm like, sorry.
In the internet.
Just shout it to the void. And we don't have someone staring right at us. And Julie's so sweet and we love Julie. But there it is.
I'm going to go next. My first impression of this film, I watched it. I was not 10 or 11, but I watched this when I was older. Yeah, I was in university when I saw it. I saw it in the theater. I thought it was awesome the first time I watched it. I thought it was really cool. It was a cool idea. I loved the found footage idea because at that time it was really new.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There was no music. And that was one of the things, even as a young film guy,
Yeah.
I was like, there's no music in this film. This is crazy. So really enjoyed it the first time I watched it. And then I watched it a second time, actually not too long ago. I think it was during COVID. I was just bored and threw it on and still thought it was pretty good. This time I watched it and I I agree with you, Sam. I think it's like a 1 or 2 and done. Once you don't have that payoff at the end,
Yeah.
I think you just get lost and all you're doing is watching people screaming at each other for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So
Just a long hike.
loved it at first. Okay with it the second time. Third time, I was like, let's fuck off, Blair. Mike, what did you think of it?
I did see this in the theater as well when I was 21, since we're dating ourselves, aging ourselves with the watching.
Yay, old people.
And my memory of this film, I remember reading a Rolling Stone magazine, and the marketing for this film was really well done because they really played into that this is actual footage.
Yeah.
The article or the page in the Rolling Stone was written like it was an article.
Yeah.
And so they had quotes from the filmmakers and from the police and all that. It showed nothing that it's an ad. And I was like, holy shit, this is a thing they're doing. Why would they? Who's going to watch a movie of kids?
Yeah, I remember
killed?
the confusion of everybody being like, is it real? Like, this is real.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty wild.
Yeah. And then by the time we saw it in the theater, we knew because, at the very end of the film, it's like all people and likenesses are fictional.
Yeah.
But there were people that I saw it in the theater with who left the theater believing it was still true and like could not sleep alone that night. Like they went to a friend's house to sleep over because they were so terrified.
Wow.
One of my friends got like almost violently ill because of the motion sickness. So the theater was the best place to see this because it was like opening week. Nobody knew. And the vibe in the audience was like, holy shit. And with that final shot of Mike in the corner, the screams in the theater, still I can hear them and give me chills.
Yeah.
So I really liked it the first time I watched it.
I just got chills.
I did not rewatch this movie until this week for this podcast.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I had no reason to go back to it because you knew the ending.
Yeah.
And the sequels were so terrible that it's like, I have no desire to watch Blair Witch again. But rewatching it, you're right. It's when you know what's coming and you know what's happening, it's just not the same. And I'll stop there because I'm going to start to get into some of my other categories. Yeah.
All right, Julie, you're up.
All right. Well, this is the best movie ever made. End of podcast. Done. No, but seriously.
I mean, I disagree when people say that about Citizen Kane.
We have many categories.
This entire movie stood the test of time. So I think for me, this was like my first introduction to a horror film. And so that's why it's imprinted on me for sure.
Yeah.
But when I watched it, it was not in 1999. It was like 2007. So I didn't know the hype. I didn't know the advertising. I didn't know any of that. And so I just thought it was a great horror film. And so I love it. And I watched it twice before this podcast. I loved it both times.
Wow.
You're a trooper.
Okay.
I am. And then now, after researching it, I want to watch it again just to see a different lens from it. But I do understand that if you do know the ending, it's kind of ruined.
Yeah.
I get that.
For sure.
But it's still awesome.
Well, I'm glad you're so enthusiastic about it.
Chad, are you the one that missed the first 5 minutes of the movie? Someone's told me that story about this where it was another friend of ours who they got to the theater late. And so they missed a lot of the Burkittsville interviews.
Oh, okay.
And so they didn't hear the clip of the guy talking about Parr keeping the kids in the basement and one having to face the corner.
Right.
And not witness. And so at the end of the movie,
you kind of need that part.
it's like, so this woman screams through a house and finds her friend in the corner and it ends.
This is bullshit.
I thought that was you, but yeah, it was somebody else that told it.
No, it was not me. I remember your comment about the motion sickness because I remember people coming out of the theater and being like, "Oh, I don't feel good," and it was very jittery at parts. But that's the charm of the found footage genre, right? And this spawned like a whole whack load of shitty found footage films afterwards. Yeah. Not all shitty, but like it just people hit this hard. Once Blair Witch exploded, they were like, "Oh, found footage is the next genre of horror film." So, all right, moving on. We get to talk some shit about it. So let's go into our tropes.
Not possible, Chad. Not possible.
Hall of Shame for this one. Julie, let's have you kick it off. What were some tropes you found in this film?
Okay, well, I would say the first one is that it's Halloween. it's Halloween time when they're filming this.
Oh, yeah. Right.
And I feel like that's a common theme.
Yeah.
Spooky.
And then I just like found that the story involved a bunch of dead kids.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty normal as well.
Yep.
Yeah. But those are both great things to have in a film. And
this film did it the best.
Okay, we don't have to justify. We're going to be here for hours. We gotta
okay, I'm done.
Just because it's a trope doesn't make it bad.
Yeah. Sam, what are some of yours?
That they can't get a fire going.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's like the cool dude in the group. So there's like the riffs in the group, but you can kind of see the little clicks. So
I was like, there was a cool dude in
Yeah,
there?
no,
wait, which one?
He like not like cool, but like he's like
Is that Josh?
the
guy who gets high and
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He's like the cool, like the I don't know, like the grunge type.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Had the flannel
and the tooth around.
Oh
his neck.
yeah, the big
Oh,
tooth.
sorry, that's my what the fuck moment.
know,
I was like,
wow.
is that a fucking tooth?
That's my doesn't hold up. Nobody wears those anymore, but they did.
Oh my God.
Back then they were huge
and
for a
Shark
long
tooth and
time.
puka
Oh,
shells.
Shark tooth. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
puka shells were after, and then they blended them together.
Yeah.
You come back from Mexico and you'd be like, "This is my fucking shark tooth, my fucking shell necklace." Fuck yeah!
Oh my God, frosted tips
Yeah.
and everything. All right. My first one was going to research a story and bad shit happens.
Yeah,
Right? Like you hear, the lore of this, and then you go in there and it's like, what the hell?
Oh, what
And
the hell?
haunted woods.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times
Yeah.
do you go into the haunted woods? Right. So those were two of mine. Mike, what else did you have?
I just had like based on a true story or these events are real or actually happened.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And then another one is using the voice of the victim to trick the other people. So using voices
Oh,
or
yeah.
Josh's voice to get them into the house and upstairs, downstairs.
Good one.
Mm.
Yeah. All right, Julie, do you have some others?
Okay, I do, but I also have a question. Do you think that was a trope in 1999?
Yes. No,
Like,
I don't know.
Using other people's voices?
Or, yeah. And just some of, I don't know. Whatever. We can cut this.
No.
No, that's a good question.
I don't know. Because we had the same question in the 70s where it's a trope now, but it wasn't then.
Right.
Yeah.
Or like going, like finding an old story and then going and researching it
I think that has been done
many a time.
lots of times.
Yeah.
Using
But
the
as
voice,
far
though.
as using the voice, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I would say like, wouldn't you say like Nightmare on Elm Street? Don't they
Yes.
kind of
Yeah.
try to
Yeah.
trick them that way? That one came to my head right away.
That's true.
And like vampire films often do something like that. Yeah.
Oh,
Or they
Oh,
then
true. Yeah. Okay.
or they disguise the whole body
Mhm.
as the person, and then it transforms into.
Yeah.
yeah, because they'll often,
killer.
because that's one of my tropes I bring up all the time. The girl who's scantily clad or like not wearing pants, she goes and like she goes and then she's like, who? Like
Opens the door
opens
wide
the door
open
and goes
it's
out
like
onto the street and is like, who's
Just
calling my name? In this
everything
stinky
exposed.
voice?
That's right. That did happen in Nightmare on
Yeah.
Elm Street.
Yeah. And a lot of other
Yes,
films.
that is true.
So, but like maybe they weren't calling for help necessarily; they were just calling their name,
Yeah.
which is why I always laugh at it. It's like,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. So back to it. Julie, did you have some others?
I think the last one was just that they were filming in a cemetery.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's a good one. Okay. Sam?
I had it originally as like found footage itself being a trope, but back
At that
then,
time,
yeah,
it
which
wasn't,
is
yeah.
Yeah.
and then a rift in the group.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Mm.
Many.
and then I would many rifts, a lot of arguing.
I had just being ill prepared going into the woods.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
Oh.
unprepared.
They
Yeah.
just and teaching outdoor ed had made me even more hypersensitive to it. So I'm like, that's not what do you got on your backpack? Like, look at the way you packed your backpack. You're not gonna go.
Your wool sweater's on the outside of it.
She's wearing jeans. What are you wearing jeans for?
When it rains and nobody has a poncho
Well,
until
yeah.
the next day. With
Until
all
the
the
Yes,
next day,
exactly.
yeah. That's-
Mike is just wearing his flannel over his head.
Yeah, that's one of my things with like they don't have rain gear, and then later on it's like, oh, they do have rain gear.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the one Mike is wearing, like the Canadian Tire special yellow rain gear that
Yeah.
doesn't breathe and it's like super hot.
And he's all kinds of sweaty under
yeah.
there. You're just as wet.
That's kind of gross. All right, Mike, what did you have?
My last one is just following noises at night.
Oh yeah,
Why are
you running towards it?
I know, when I'm camping, I'm like, if I hear noises, I'm like in the fetal position. Being like, please, I don't even turn on the light. I'm like, please don't come.
Oh yeah, that's the dumbest thing. Like, turn on the light so they can find the tent easier.
Yeah,
I know.
But then Josh is like, one of the noises is coming from about there, and another one's from over there. I'm like, when you're in a tent, everything sounds like it's a foot from your tent.
Right there.
Yeah, no matter where it comes from.
Yeah, I did have that actually. Creepy noises. Let's go find them.
Yeah.
All right. Now we're going to go into Don't Go Back in the House. So what would have avoided this whole scenario from happening? Mike, what did you have for Don't Go Back in the House?
I was thinking like technology we have now that would have prevented a lot of this from happening. So satellite phones, they would have, because there's the whole like, did they have a cell signal? But of course, there's no cell phones back then, or it was prevalent. And then I was thinking about the app, What 3 Words, which I don't know if anybody knows about that, where like the whole world has been divided into square meters, and every square meter has 3 distinct words to say where it is. So even if you're lost, you can find out where you are with the app, because it even works when you have no cell connection, or you can get to a connection and tell emergency services like these 3 words is where we last saw them. So I was like, it'd be very easy to figure out where you were or where to go.
So is that now though? Or
that's
sort of not like we're saying don't go back in the house in 99.
Oh, like, get a map of the whole fucking area.
Well, yeah. There you go. And don't kick it in the river.
I was like, what the fuck?
I know.
Why would you do that?
That's another category. I wish I wouldn't have spoiled that already. I do that sometimes. But yeah, that's another one I had. But so did you have any others for Don't Go Back in? Okay, Sam, what did you have?
Don't make the documentary. Like, just don't investigate that. Like, was it for a school project or just for fun?
I think it was just
for funsies.
Just funsies. Okay.
Her creative endeavor.
Oh my God.
She wants to make a film because it's all she has.
Or just research more, like get a better map, draw a line on your map of where you actually need to go. Not like, I think this is the hill.
Yeah.
Go south.
Yeah. Yeah, learn how to use the compass before you use the compass.
Yeah.
Orienteering, my friends.
But one of those, the compass thing is, maybe I'm giving the movie too much credit, but my thing about that was that the witch was affecting the compass.
Yeah, that was
it had to be.
Yeah. So she didn't know, like, just like if you have, so we did orienteering and outdoor ed, and the kids were holding the compass down way too low so that like their phones are in their pockets, right? Yeah. And so the magnet was affecting her, like, what the hell's going on? Like, why can't I do this? And I was like, take your phone out of your pocket.
There were probably kids with their MagSafe phone underneath the compass.
Yeah. It's spinning around.
I don't get it.
Everywhere is north. You're in the back field.
Everybody knows that where you're looking is north. Yeah. So you don't need a compass.
North is everywhere.
North is wherever my eyes are looking.
Okay. Sam, did you have any others?
Nope. Just don't make the documentary.
Julie, what did you have?
Okay. I had a lot because I just felt like I couldn't pinpoint the exact moment in which they should just stop. But I think the first one was when Jason heard cackling at night.
Josh.
Or Josh.
Yeah.
Who did I say?
Jason.
Josh.
Same.
Sorry. And I think if you hear cackling at night, you just stop.
You get out.
And you get out.
Bye.
Not at night.
No.
You stay awake until sunrise.
With the lights off.
Yeah.
Yes. And then you leave.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then.
Yeah.
And I think that would have been the moment. Yeah.
Was that before or after they found the weird, like, formation of rocks?
Before.
It was before.
Because I also have the pile of rocks.
Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as you see that.
There's a number of like red flags that they just
they just trudged on through.
But they are lost at certain parts of that. Yeah. But I think when you're saying the cackling happened, they were still pretty.
That was like first night.
Yeah, they're pretty new into the endeavor.
Yeah.
So I think that's a solid plan. Is be like, I'm out of here.
Yeah. They're not even getting paid. Like,
No.
It's all for fun.
Mine was kind of piggybacks on get a map of the whole area, but maybe have one other person or maybe all 3 of you that knows how to read a map and can plan your route together.
Yeah.
And plan your exit together.
Yeah.
Don't go in there and be like, oh, let's just follow the river or the creek or whatever. It's like, oh, we're passing the same log. Oh, well, like there's things you can do that prevent this kind of situation. And they did none of them, obviously.
No.
So, and probably, I don't know, when I was younger, I may have gotten hammered the night before I got out for a big hike.
Before a
But
documentary.
maybe not.
Yeah.
I think perhaps you're not thinking the best. So yeah, those were my two.
Mr. Outdoor Pursuits.
Yeah. Have a couple of beer. You can have some beer.
We never overdrink the night before anything important.
True enough. Yeah. So after that, we're going to go into what stood out with our one-liners. There was a lot of talking in this film. So let's go over to Sam. Let's have you kick off. What did you find that stuck out?
I'll talk about Heather a little bit later and her narration.
Oh, yeah. She's got a lot of stuff. Yeah.
She's got a lot of things to say. The only line that I wrote down was, this ain't no redneck. No redneck is this creative.
No, I had that one too. Yeah, that was a great one.
Yeah, that's the only one I got.
Julie, what did you have?
So one that I just loved was when she takes a sip of the scotch and she's like, I fucking hate scotch.
Yeah, I had that one too.
And I'm like, why are they drinking scotch?
Well, and they're drinking Johnny Walker Red. Everyone hates scotch if it's Johnny Walker Red.
Exactly. I don't even think you can call that scotch.
It's a little Mickey of it. Yeah, she's just like taking a pull. Oh, I hate it. It's like,
then why?
it's like people who drink shitty draft beer and then they're like, I hate beer. It's like, of course you do.
Obviously. And then I also had when Mike is like yelling at the top of his lungs, don't fucking tell me to relax. I just thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Mike, what did you have?
I had like, they're trying to be all, I don't know if they're trying to be like, ooh, artistic or whatever, but like when they're at the campfire and they're cooking their food and she's like, witches in days gone by were roasted just like my Vienna sausage. That's like,
Also,
Forgot about that.
I have thoughts about their food choices.
Oh, yeah.
I have research on that.
Very,
okay.
very poorly done.
So I was like, out of all, I was like, I don't want a Vienna sausage. Like, a can, they come out, they're like white and like, ooh.
In the director's commentary, they talked about like they gave the cast money to go shopping, and it was like, this is the money for the full shoot, and they spent all of it on junk food and liquor and booze, and they're like, they bought everything that you would never buy to go hiking, and they even had to borrow money from the production team to pay for their groceries. Like they ran out of money in the grocery store. Couldn't even then they borrowed money to pay for the food at the restaurant.
Oh my gosh.
See, that makes sense though. Like they're university kids, right?
Oh, yeah,
and most of them probably not used to hiking or whatever. I remember my first endeavor out, I ate shit.
Yeah.
Like I got ringdings and fucking pork bellies. Like, this is just gonna last me all weekend.
All the
Good
salt,
protein.
no water.
I went up a mountain in Thailand with a bottle of water and a sleeve of Ritz.
Oh my God, I can like feel how parched.
I love
dry
that.
mouth.
That is the best quote ever. I wish that was the one-liner. I went up a mountain with a bottle of water and a sleeve of Ritz.
Between two of us.
Oh man, that is golden.
Poor choices.
Yeah, but it's so true though, Chad, because you're like, you think of all the like graduation camping trips and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And all they bring is hot dog buns and hot dogs,
Right.
with no cooler, no ice, no nothing. And they're just surviving.
Have you ever seen FUBAR?
No.
They just bring beer and Snickers.
I'd prefer Snickers to warm hot dogs.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And then another line I had was like, when they're still filming, it's like, put the camera away. It's like, we're making a documentary. And I can't remember if it's Mike or Josh, like, not about getting lost.
I think that's Mike. Mike tells her many times to put the camera away.
Yes.
Yes.
I had a couple. My favorite one from Mike was, I found some cigarettes. I found them at the bottom of my pack, which means we're still alive because we're smoking.
So much smoking.
So much smoking.
And that is like not like the scene before. Josh is like, does anyone have any cigarettes? And they're like, no, they're all gone. What? Oh!
Now that Josh is gone, I have cigarettes all over.
Yeah, now all of a sudden I have cigarettes. I had another one that was Heather when she was talking about Mary Brown. What did she say? What did Mary Brown say? Fuck, I wasn't listening to her because I thought she was crazy. I thought she was a lunatic.
Says the documentarian.
I know. Sam, did you have any others?
Nope.
Julie?
I just had one, but now that I've like done the research on it, I don't know. Well, whatever. I just liked it when she's in that like selfie scene. She's like, we're hungry, cold, and hunted. I just really liked that. So scared. Yeah, I just like
that
the
thing
hunted.
has been parodied so much.
I know.
The runny nose and the eyes. It's like, I'm so scared.
I kept thinking of like Michael Scott.
Yes. That's golden. My favorite parody of that one.
I have that in my stood the test of time.
Awesome. What does he even say? It's like, I get so scared when people don't label their food or something in the fridge. I can't remember what it is. It's amazing. Mike, what did you have?
I just had a line and I wrote it down more because I had a question, and it's when they're running through the woods and Mike yells out, like, do you think that's them fucking with us? And I was like, was that a mistake? Because was he talking about like, is that the filmmakers fucking with them?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. I thought he meant the villagers.
Oh, okay. I was, and that's where the question is, like, is it the villagers or is that a break of character?
Right.
And that's interesting because I didn't pick up on that, but in my research, that the director shook the tent.
Yes,
to get
they did a bunch of
they did a
stuff.
whole bunch of shit.
They
So
did a lot of shit,
I bet that was them breaking character then.
Yeah, that's interesting. I didn't even think of that.
Me neither.
I had one when they're interviewing. It's in the interviews at the beginning, and the one old guy says like, "This old crazy lady, Mary Brown," and then Heather says, "Well, how did people see her?" He says, "Crazy." It's just like, that's amazing. All right. Moving on. Julie probably doesn't have a lot in this category, but we're going to say it anyway. So we're going to talk about what didn't hold up in this film. Okay. And I'm going to say, first of all, books on how to survive. Just, they're old. You can YouTube that shit now. Nobody's reading books anymore. And then I had another one, which was to piggyback off your earlier comment, Mike. There's no way people would not be able to be rescued now, with satellite phones and the Garmin InReach and lots of advances in technology. There's just no way that they wouldn't be able to contact somebody.
Yeah.
Unless the witch cast over a bubble. Whatever.
Let's not give her that much credit.
Yeah, okay. So those were my two. We're going to jump over to Mike this time. Mike, what did you have?
I struggled with Heather's dramatic narration and looking away from the camera.
Oh,
she was doing her monologues and just being all like, I'm artistic. And it's, oh, fuck off.
They're in the cemetery or down the hill.
They were found on Coffin Rock.
Yeah, it was a lot. There was a lot of smell the fart acting in that one.
And then another line from Heather again. I'm sorry to pick on Heather. She did some good stuff in the film.
I'm about to pick on her too.
But she talks so much in this film. So
But when she zooms in on like the dead mouse and she's like, who killed this mouse? Witchcraft? It's like, fuck off. You're in the middle of the woods. You're going to find a dead animal.
I think she was joking with that though.
Oh, really? I took it. I was reading her too serious maybe.
Yeah, I thought she was just taking the piss.
Oh, okay.
Like she was just having a kind of moment of levity in an otherwise crazy. So that's how I took it. But you could be right. She might be overacting the moment because she did that a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What?
I mean, in the context of the documentary, not necessarily while she was being chased.
Totally.
Oh yeah, she definitely never ate the scenery.
Moving on. Sam, what did you have?
So just to kind of continue on Mike, I said, Heather ruins the movie, is what I said.
Wow.
So I said, she's awful, she's annoying. Mike, you said that when she does her monologue, the entire film was her monologue.
Yeah.
It was just her showcase of herself. And she was so awful. Like her voice alone, the entire hour and a half, I was like, shut up. Like, we all can take a moment to be quiet. Like even in the like quiet scenes at night, it's just her talking and her voice. I couldn't do it. And then on top of that, the acting, and then I just
All right.
I couldn't.
Wow. There we go.
Yeah.
Well, it's the
You
problem.
heard
with
it
the,
here, folks.
It's the problem with the found footage genre, though. Is like for some reason the person with the camera feels they need to be like, "Hey, Tom, where are you going?" Or like, "Hey, so like it's just they've got to talk every moment. It's like just let
The whole film, there's no silence.
Yeah.
It's like even when I was like, I can't hear the fucking witch is cackling because fucking Heather is talking still. Like, Heather, go to bed. Like,
Heather, go to bed.
like, oh my god, it's so I could not.
That's awesome.
I was like, I just remember going to my husband. I was like, she needs to shut up. Like at some point, like it's just she needs to stop. And then I also said the two guys fishing in the lake.
Oh, they were amazing.
I was like, no one.
Oh,
and like,
I like those guys. Yeah.
But you wouldn't do that type of fishing.
No, they were fishing in a very shallow, narrow stream.
Yeah, with the wrong
there's
gear.
nothing there. Yeah.
No. So that was the other thing. So Heather as a whole throughout the whole movie, and then the two guys fishing in the lake.
Well, that
Or
is
the
a
river, sorry.
big what doesn't hold
a
up. There's
huge
like one
punch.
whole character didn't hold up
The
for
main
you.
one of
Yeah.
the
33% of the film.
But she's in all of it. She's
Yeah.
talking through
She
the whole
is.
thing.
She talks through the whole
She's
thing.
100% of the film. I don't know. Can't do it.
All right, Julie, you're up. What
Okay.
doesn't hold up for you?
I think mine was like nowadays that just wouldn't happen. Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't go without a phone.
Yeah.
You would, you just
Yeah.
wouldn't get lost like that. But I mean, I think maybe kids are still stupid, so maybe it could happen. Like,
Yeah, that's a test of time. Kids are always stupid.
You know, like maybe it actually could. But yeah, that was mine as well.
I had a couple other ones. Filming Heather going to the bathroom is not cool.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah, that was odd.
I didn't like that. And then the next scene was, oh, I see a dirty bum. And I was just like, are these guys creepers? Like, what's like one of them they just met. The other one she kind of knows.
Yeah.
I just thought it was weird. It was just a little unsettling.
Yeah.
The dynamic
Um,
was like weird between them. And like,
Yeah.
it's like, why would you go and sleep in the same tent as someone who you just met?
You
too?
just met. Like, usually you'd bring, like, when I go on my canoe trip, I don't even sleep with my brother-in-law. Like, I bring my own tent. Like, I want my own space.
Yeah.
It's because they didn't know what they were doing.
I only packed one. And yeah.
We're all going to sleep together. We'll keep costs low. You're fucking in the wilderness and obviously no set campground, so there's no fees.
Yeah, no.
Bring as many tents as
Bring
you
all the
want.
tents.
This isn't provincial campground where they charge you per unit.
That's right. It's crown land. Anything goes.
And I said the only thing that was kind of missing was the like love triangle trope. Like,
Yes.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But then I did get the creepy vibes. I was like, oh, they're like weirdly into her, but not.
I don't-
And
So I think that was originally written into it between Josh and Heather, but then
Yeah.
they ended up bickering throughout the whole thing and hated each other. So they actually ran with that more.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I found in my research.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Good stuff.
Good find.
Well, there you go. I'm glad they didn't add that cheesy bit to
Yeah.
it because
No,
it was
that'd been
it was one of the only things that well, not one of the only, but it was refreshing not to have that.
Yes, I thought so
Yeah.
too.
Right? Mike, did you have any others?
I just had, and this is sort of for the entire found footage, but shaky cam. Now there's image stabilization, so it wouldn't be as bad, but
Right.
it just.
It's still pretty bad when you're running like
Yeah.
you're like people can't see what I'm doing, but
Oh, yeah.
you're jiggling around like look at me. But like when you're running and you're pumping your arms and you're not really focusing on the camera, there's still some jiggle,
True.
but it's not as intense, I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
And then I put their packs are so old school. Like I remember going
Oh,
to
yeah.
summer camp with the metal out frame with the spot on the bottom for the sleeping bag, and just those are not comfortable packs.
No.
And I don't know in 99 or whatever year this was supposed to be, 96, if there were better packs out there and they just bought the worst ones from Canadian Tire.
I think there were like there were definitely better packs in 99 than what they had.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Yeah, those are more 1980s packs because like I think in junior high I had an in-frame backpack for summer camp. So yeah.
There was a line
And I'm old.
There was a line in the film where Heather says, like, so when we get home, what are you going to do this weekend? And she said, well, I was going to go hiking, but I don't want to now, or that those plans have changed. So they kind of hit the fact, because she's the navigator and kind of the leader, I guess, that she is an outdoors person, but I didn't buy that.
Mm-mm.
And their gear was not ready for like a long trip. Obviously, they weren't expecting to be out there that long, but
Yeah.
anyways. Sam, did you have any others?
Sure did. I found it slow, like very slow. And like
But did you find it slow the first time?
I don't remember. I was 10, so I don't remember.
Come on.
You said you thought it was terrifying.
I thought it was terrifying. So I probably didn't find it, but I was like, we know what's going on. And then I was like, I don't know. So that one. And then I said, yelling for Josh a day after he's been missing. Like, you're still going, Josh. Like, he's been missing for a day. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I just didn't buy it.
I think they're still hopeful that he's around.
He's gone.
I don't know.
He's gone.
So
he took off. Like, he disappeared.
Yeah.
Like,
well, this is my hiding in the shadows too. Like, when you're in survival mode, like, they keep looking for him, right? And they're just like, well, we have to find him before we leave. But really, you would be like, we need to get out of here.
Yeah.
And then we'll get the authorities to come and try to find him. I would think.
It's tough though, because like even mountain climbers struggle with that. Like on Everest, you leave the person.
Yes.
Right? So, and people still struggle with that.
The air's a little different in Everest.
Yeah. But I'm saying like.
Maybe the witch is changing the air.
No, but I'm saying like people struggle with leaving their team behind even in extreme circumstances where experienced climbers are told like, you don't try to rescue because everyone else will go the same fate. Right.
Right. So, yeah. Fair enough. So we're going to go to our most gratuitous scene. And Julie, what did you have for most gratuitous?
Mostly just the screaming.
Yeah.
Yes.
Throughout. It was a bit much.
Just a tad. Just a smidge.
Yeah.
And then another one I had was the word fuck.
Oh, they say it so much.
I think it's like over 140 times.
Really?
Yeah. So, yeah, just like a bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are mine.
Fair
Screaming
enough.
and fuck. Yeah.
Okay, Mike?
I had the map argument.
Yes.
Where's the map? I had the map. It's in my pocket. It's not in my pocket. It just, it went on too long. They had hours of footage. They could have cut that down and added something else maybe.
Yep. Or just cut it down.
Yeah. And then along the screaming, Heather screaming Mike's name in the house was too much. Like it kind of ruins the ending. Like even watching in the theater, I was like, oh my fucking God. Like Mike.
Yeah.
It was too much. Like a little bit of silence and then going to that basement would have hit harder, I think.
There's no silence.
There's no
Well, yeah. That leads to mine, which was the screaming, especially in that house. Like she screams the whole time in that house. Like she's running up and down. You'd think he'd be like, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? But no, it's like, like the whole time. It's too much. Yeah. That was the only one I had really. Well, and the arguing. Oh, no. And the shots between color and black and white.
Oh, okay. So I have questions about that. I was like, Chad, you know film things. Why? That's in my hide in the shadow. Why did this happen?
Well, I think, first of all, they're filming in two different cameras.
Yeah,
right?
so that was all it was.
16 millimeter and then they're filming on the digital one. But black and white can have a different effect thematically or dramatically than color does.
Yeah.
So I think they wanted to show in the documentary, while she's filming the documentary, that a little different than a color one.
And I think it's to show the seriousness of their film, right? By doing it black and white, it's like, this is a real documentary.
I hated it.
Oh,
yeah. So did I.
Yeah. I think they could have shot on 16 millimeter color and still given the same sort of differentiation, but
I think they should have. I don't know why. Well, yeah, they wanted to make an impact, I think, with their film, which is why they did it in the black and white. But I think it would have been just as fine. The problem was her acting, not the color of the film.
Yeah. and there's also like when they interview people on the street, it's in color. So maybe it's like the black and white is like, this is the director's voice and eye, whereas
some of them are in black and white though.
Yeah, that's
like
what
the one with the
me.
crazy.
Oh, the crazy ladies in black and white,
right? When they interview Mary Brown, when they interview the old guy that says she's crazy, that's in black and white.
Yeah,
the guy that tells the story of
Raymond Parr
is in color.
Yeah.
And they flip back and forth.
That's what I didn't get.
The whole time.
Originally, I thought the same thing as you, Mike. I was like, oh, okay, I get it. And then I was like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't
See, and I think it's just an easy way to tell who's filming.
Yeah, there's that. Like, who's watching kind of thing.
Whether
Josh was filming and it's in color.
Yeah.
Heather's filming and it's in... But
Heather was in color, and then Josh was black and white.
Yeah.
Right.
So I thought
and
that
Mike
was
never
just...
filmed. He was the sound
guy.
Yeah.
So I think like in 1999, like on a small screen, you probably wouldn't be able to decipher the difference between a digital and a colored 16 millimeter. So then black and white is just the way to say, okay, Heather's filming or Josh is filming.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. Yeah. I thought it was a way to like try to be more dramatic about it, like you did, Mike. But
well, I think when she's in the cemetery.
Yeah, in the
it's
cemetery.
Like
with her lipstick on. That's
the 90s dark lipstick.
The biggest lips, the darkest shade of red. And then it's in black and white.
Oh, but you can tell. You know what shade it is. It's Dark Night.
You've been to Sephora to find it?
Shoppers Drug Mart. Sephora, let's be honest.
99-cent bin.
Walmart, maybe. So originally, I didn't want to just continue hating on Heather, so I left out the screaming. But I agree, it was way too much.
Terrifying or titillating? I didn't particularly find anything titillating about this film. However, I did find the kids' voices creepy. Kids are just creepy.
Yeah.
Oh, the kid handprints?
Yes. Yeah. Like all over the house. Like anything to do with the children and stuff like that. Like still, after the third time, I was like, this is pretty creepy shit. Yeah. So that was my terrifying. Sam, what did you have?
I just said like the actual like footage of the house was pretty spooky. Like if you took the screaming out, like the house itself is really creepy, and it kind of goes with the kid and that kind of stuff, or the kids.
I don't know why they went in the house.
No, God, no.
Josh,
don't go in the house.
Don't go.
I don't.
You have a category.
We have a category. Get out of there. Don't get out. Yeah. Don't go in the house. Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah.
Sorry, Josh. I'll find you later.
Bye.
Sorry. Go ahead.
That's it for me.
Okay, Mike.
Yes, I definitely didn't have anything titillating, and I also had the children laughing at night. Like if I woke up, even in a campground at 2 a.m, and there was that kind of children laughter, I'd be like, oh fuck no. Yeah, I would be in my car with like the doors locked. Like I will wait till morning and pack up and go home.
Kids just riding their bike around.
Not in the pitch black. And the laughter, it was weird laughter.
Yeah, it was creepy.
It was really creepy. Yeah,
Julie, you got a bunch.
Okay,
take us out.
Well, I just think the major one is like the house scene in general. Just all of that was very terrifying. And another thing that I found really scary is actually at nighttime, the contrast between like the dark and then the light trees. When they would be scanning and all of a sudden a white tree would come in, like you think that that's something going to be a jump scare, but then it never actually is a jump scare. It's just a tree. I thought that was really scary. Mm-hmm. And then I thought just them losing the map. Like that played on my natural instinct of like being in control, knowing where I am. And I thought that in itself was terrifying of you being in the woods with no food, no direction, and like now no phone, no GPS. And I'm like, what is happening? And I just thought that was really, really scary.
Oh, for sure.
So on top of the map, I thought the initial part of that was creepy. When she says, I don't have the map. Do you have the map? And they're going back and forth like, really, do you have it? I thought that was very well done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What I didn't think was well done was Mike laughing about it and saying, I kicked that map in the river because it doesn't matter. It wasn't doing us any. I didn't buy that.
No,
like, nobody is going to kick away the only thing that could possibly get you out of the woods. I don't care how fucking stupid you are. Yeah. You're just not doing that. So I didn't buy that part. And I thought it was kind of sandwiched in there. I'm sure he got a note on like, this is what you need to do. And that's what he did. That's in my research as well, but that's what you need to do. And he's like, but as an actor, I'd be like, well, why would I, and how do you sell that? Like, really hard.
He makes good choices on what he's cued to do.
Yeah.
But that part doesn't hold up.
Yeah.
No.
And it makes you think it's the witch. For a long time. Right. She's like, I've lost it. Like, do you have it? And they don't have it.
And I wish they would have kept with that. Like that mystery of like, where did the map go was really good. And then they spoiled it with that scene with him.
And why would he ever admit that? That's crazy.
No doubt.
Because he's just at the end of his rope because it's just so ridiculous.
But then at the end of his rope, Josh should have picking up a stump and clubbed him to death. Like,
just straight to murder.
Yeah.
But then you're overthinking it because you're like, oh, the witch has him. Like, oh, she's taken over Mike. And she's kicked the map into the river. And then,
I never thought that.
I never thought that either. I just thought this scene is dumb. Why did they put this in here?
I may have thought that. I was like, oh, does the witch possess people in the film? But
not so much. All right, moving on. We're going to leave terrifying or titillating and move into stood the test of time on this film. Julie, we're going to start with you. What stood the test of time other than the entire movie? What stood the test of time with you?
So I think the selfie scene stood the test of time.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think like that was completely improvised on Heather's part, which you have to appreciate.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
Right?
I appreciate the way it was made.
The snot rolling down, the tears and everything. And I just think that's such a quintessential horror movie scene.
But it's pretty real. Like when you're cold, because it's nighttime, she's wearing a toque and a puffer, right? She's like dressed up for cold. Yeah. And then she's visibly scared and crying, so you're emotional. You're not going to look pretty. Like you're going to ugly cry, right? So
you're going to Claire Danes ugly cry.
That snot is coming down. You're like, I'm going to die. Yeah. So, and I'm cold.
Fucking cold.
And I just think that paved the way for so many films.
Right.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But also just the whole movie in general is really good.
Every single minute.
Yeah. Mike?
My first one, it relates to the quote at the beginning that we had for the clip at the beginning. And it's just that frustration of 2 more hours when you're hiking. Or sorry, no, it doesn't really take it, but it's just like, oh, we're just 2 more hours of hiking. Just 2 more. Like, I remember being on
just over this ridge.
Yeah. I've been on a hike like that where it's like, it's just around the corner. It's like, we went through 15 more corners. I hated it.
With your Ritz package?
Yeah, I was going to say, were the Ritz done?
Different hike, and I brought nothing on that one because we were told it was an hour and we were 4 hours along a ridge. Oh, thought I was going to die.
Never hike with Mike.
I've gotten better.
My dad was the worst for that stuff. He used to take us on hikes and was not prepared at all. And then he'd always say, oh, it's just around this corner, just over this hill, just over this hill. And we just kept going and going. And finally, my family snapped and we never went again.
That's fair.
I'm much better now. And the other one I had was there's a scene where Josh is filming Heather and he's just berating her. And she goes from stoic and then she just breaks to tears on camera. And I thought that was amazing. That's a test of time because
is that it's all I have? Is that when she says it's all I have?
I think so, yeah.
Why do you keep filming? Why do you keep filming? Because it's all I have.
Yeah, and then she starts to cry and I was just like, to do that on camera without onion in the eye or pulling out a nose hair like Joey does or whatever.
Sam?
Mine were kind of done. I agree with Julie, just that one scene and looking into the camera, the selfie shot, and also because of the parodies that came with it, which we talked about before, because there's so many. And then Julie also had my other one in Terrifying or Titillating with the old footage, like in the dark, like looking out of the tent and you're just seeing like blackness. Like you can't see anything. And then the trees coming out too. So yeah, I would say that was fine. It was pretty good. It was good, actually. Yeah.
Mine were already said a little earlier. It's the ending. It's the whole house scene stood the test of time for me. The going up and down and the confusion of it all, and then seeing him at the end, or him coming down, boom, he's down, and then seeing him at the end in the corner, and then boom, down again. I
just got shivers again.
It was like that whole end scene is still super creepy. So that's what stood the test of time for me. Moving into our laugh out loud moments. Mike, you have 2, so why don't you give us your 2?
One's already come up, so I'm not going to talk about it. But the another one that made me laugh was the 2 fishermen when they're telling their story back and forth. I really like their banter. And I think it's the skinny one is like, well, supposedly this happened. And the other guy's like, there's no supposedly about it. Like, it just made me laugh. Like, he is so bought into the myth. It just made me chuckle.
Yeah. I had one. It's actually a kind of a one-liner, and I can't remember what part of the film it happens, but Josh says it. I know he does, because he says, if they would have had beer, they would have had big-ass orgies here, and I lost it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think that was like the first night.
I think it was the first night,
yeah,
too.
Something like I can't remember, but they're recording him, and he just like, I wish we had some beer. Someone says something about beer. He's like, well, if they would have had beer, they would have had big ass orgies here.
Yeah, so out of place.
Yeah, it just doesn't match anything else in the film. And I was just, what the fuck is he saying? And so that was my laugh out loud. And with that, we're going to go into Eerie 2 ear splitting. And it looks like we'll start with me, because I only had one. It's the screaming. It was ear splitting.
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah.
We've talked about it. We don't need to talk about it a bunch more, but yeah, it was just too much by the end of the film. I was like, good God, shove a sock in her mouth. It's done. Okay, now we're going to go to Sam. What did you have?
Ditto, the same. Literally just the narrator, just the whole movie, and then the screaming.
Just Heather Donahue.
Yeah, just
Yes.
poor Heather.
Yeah, poor Heather.
Julie?
So I just thought that the sound in this, apart from the screaming, was so important because sometimes it's the only sense we get. When the screen is black, you can only hear the sound.
Yeah.
And like just one song in the whole film when they're in the car picking up
yeah.
Mike. That's the only time there's music.
Yeah.
And I just thought, apart from the screaming and everything, it's really bad. But no, I thought the sound was really, really cool. And then the one thing that I just thought was really weird and I didn't really like was all the clanking at the beginning of like Josh. His backpack had like metal pots and not pots and pans, but like cups and stuff like that. And it clanked so much at the beginning and then never again. And I didn't
They must have got
like
a
that
note
discontinuity.
From They must have got a note like, pack better asshole.
Because it was like every scene he was in, you could hear him. Like, and then it just stopped.
Mike?
So I had hearing the camera person, but then Julie mentioning the sound. I did like the way they did like the cracking and the thumping at night in the dark and just where is the sound coming from. In 5.1, like it does go around your room when you watch. So it's kind of cool.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And with that, what the fuck is our next one? We're going to go into our what the fuck moment, and it looks like Sam and I have the only two.
And mine have already been talked about. So the tooth and kicking the map into a creek and admitting to it.
And admitting to it.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Let's see. What did I have? Mine have been talked about as well. We don't need to revisit them. Back it up. Nobody had nothing. And so we're going to move into hiding in the shadows. So what were some questions that were brought up during this film? I had a lot, but they've been talked about as we've gone through. So let's start with Julie. Since you're our guest, why don't we start with you? What questions did you have about this film as you were watching?
So mine was that my like favorite thing about this entire film is that we never see the monster.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
That helps a lot.
Yeah.
I think.
That's
Yeah, I like that.
And it happens so quickly. And just by him standing in the corner of the room, you know what's happened and done.
Yeah.
You don't have to. And I think that's my biggest complaint about the sequels and prequels or whatever of this film is that you see the monster and it just ruins the whole scariness of it.
Well, your imagination, right? Like you had mentioned before in another podcast that your imagination is
more creative
than what you see, right? And it just gets wrecked if you, that's what it looks like? Oh, okay.
Yeah. And in 1999, you know it would look bad. It would not have been good.
When I have research on what they wanted to
just
do.
a hairy woman. Like in a gorilla suit without the head. Oh, okay, that's a choice.
yeah, that's right. I don't know if it would have carried the same weight at the end.
No.
Mine was like they had some food, but not sure where all their food and water are. They don't really seem to eat or drink a lot during their journey. And then I also have Josh disappears. It's not really explained how he got away or how he got taken.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of wondering how. Because he was with them the whole time, right?
Yeah.
Like he didn't go off to take a piss and someone grabbed him.
But he was like jellied, so he was chosen.
Yes, I got that. But when would they have the time to grab him?
I just assume in the middle of the night he got up
Yeah,
to go
they
to the
lured him.
bathroom and he got lured.
Okay.
Maybe.
We'll say that.
Yeah.
He was jellied.
He was KY jellied. Chosen. That's what they used.
Good stuff. Mike, did you have some?
The only one I have, and we've talked about the spoofs, and I know it was your test of time for a lot of you, but Heather's apology to the camera, all I could think of was Scary Movie and like the big, huge like snot bubble. And it just destroyed that moment for me. This movie has a lot of moments that have been destroyed by spoof.
Yeah, I would agree.
That's why the first time is the best time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, moving on to Fright Done Right. Sam, what did you feel about this film? Was there a movie that did it better?
Like I mentioned before, I as like this was one of those first like found footage horror movies.
Yeah.
So like when I saw it, it was like, oh my God, this is incredible. And it's super, super well done. But looking back on it now, I don't know if it would be different with a first time go through. Like I'd love to hear someone like current day who's seen like VHS, Paranormal Activity, anything that's using like, that found footage. I'm wondering if they would think that this was like the best or really, really well done. Mike, I liked what you were saying too about the vibe in the theater. Because I remember going to see Paranormal Activity when it came out, and same type of vibe that kind of came through. People were like scared, screaming, like it was actually terrifying. So because of that and the lens, I do think this stands the test of time in terms of like found footage. And I think it's like a must. I don't think it's like a must. I don't know. It would be hard. I want to know someone who's watching.
You want to say it. I can feel it. You want
I don't
say
like.
it.
I think it has a great legacy as being one of the first. I would choose like I think Paranormal Activity, the first one when it first came out. But like I said, that's one it's a first watch.
Yeah.
And then after that first watch, I don't know.
It's not as scary.
I know.
Because you know all the bits, all the gags, all the things that happen, right? So I like when they grab her leg, you're like, oh, here he comes.
Yeah.
Or the standing beside the bed.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you're like, and then you know what it is and like, and all that at the end. So I don't know if maybe found footage are just one and done and they're kind of good. Like VHS was good, I think, as well.
Yeah.
But that's my thoughts.
Right.
Hard to say.
Yeah, I'm going to jump on that bandwagon as well. I think because it really broke the found footage kind of genre open to everybody and it spawned all those films, I think it's the one that started it all. So I do think it stands the test of time because of that. So if you're like really into found footage horror movies, this is the one that kind of really kicked it off. There was one called, what's the cannibal one that's like super gross? That's supposed to be a found footage one too.
Oh.
They go to an island and they find a group of cannibalistic tribe, and then they get tortured and eaten and stuff like that. And it's supposed to be really, really.
Is that Cannibal Holocaust?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be like a found footage, but this is the first mainstream one that like people didn't have to find on like some backwoods way. So anyways, I think this did it right. Okay, Mike?
So I split this into two categories for my fright done right. And the first one is like a group lost in the woods or being stalked in the woods kind of thing. And I think the film The Ritual from 2017.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
So
really
good.
good
that's
version
a good
of that.
one. Yeah.
And then for found footage, I think, this has a place in history for starting the genre or popularizing it. But when I think of like a found footage movie that absolutely scared the crap out of me, the first houses that October built, like I've rewatched it and it gets me every time.
I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
Terrifying because it's just about like haunted houses that people have in their communities or like in the town and going through them. And that unsettles me because like you're putting your trust in these people. Yeah. I mean, we could do a whole episode on that one, but those are my two. So for found footage, houses that October built does it better than this.
Julie?
Yeah, I think as
this is the best.
You've telegraphed as you're listening. I think this is like the fright done right. I think that the found footage aspect of it was pretty new at that time, and they did a really, really great job. I think the marketing tactics for this film were also done really, really well.
So well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was just like, I obviously didn't see it in the theaters, so I don't really know. But from what I can gather is that people going to the theaters had not experienced something like this before.
No, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that just has to last. Like,
Yeah.
Even if it's kind of outdated now and we don't like Heather screaming
or anything about Heather.
I think it's a really, really good movie. And I think, with horror movies these days, like it's either so gory or there's so many jump scares and this movie didn't have any of that. Like maybe, the tooth was kind of gross, but like not gory. And there weren't really any jump scares. Like it really was just playing on that idea of, what would you feel if you were lost in the woods and you knew something was hunting you or whatever? And I just, I think it's a great film.
It does do a good job.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
It does do a good job with like what's just out of frame, especially at night, right? Like it does do a good job with that.
Yeah. We are going to go, I think we've got a lot of bonus feature stuff. Sam, you're going to go first.
Mike talked about how long the film was. So originally it was 2.5 hours. So when they cut it down, it was almost half the amount. So when you're talking about the map scene and how that could have been cut down.
Nice.
Absolutely. And then I said it took 8 days to film as a total. It would have been done in 7, but the camera ran out of batteries due to the camera light. So they had to get new batteries, and therefore another day of shooting, which happened to take place on Halloween night was their last day. Extra spooky.
Okay. I had a couple. The directors wouldn't interact with the actors on set. Instead, they left notes in 35 millimeter film cans, and the actors would find with a GPS. I also had the notes had clues to their next destination, as well as guidance for each actor to how to improvise the next day. So I thought that was kind of cool. The fact that it was all improvised is pretty wild. Like, I mean,
and filmed.
Yes.
By them.
And they had to film it. Yeah.
And the shots like that they came up with accidentally.
Yeah. And they couldn't tell them, like they couldn't direct them how to film. The only reason why Josh was cast was because he had used that camera before. They said
once.
Yeah. They said one time he had used the camera and it's like, well, let's put him in. Yeah. And then we'll find these other ones. We'll build the movie around him because he's filmed once.
Oh my God. The imposter syndrome I would have.
And I love how it's like worked into the scene too. It's like, so you've used this camera before? Yeah, once.
And then he fucks up the meters versus
yeah. She's like trying to tell him. It's like, but it has our measurements on there too. Yeah, no.
But they're browns, but they're not as obvious.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay. Julie?
So I think maybe, Sam, you'll like this one. Heather Donahue won the Razzie Award for Worst Actress for this film that year.
Really?
However,
Worst
Actress. But I think she kind of did an interview about it. And she's like, I think it's because everyone hated my character.
Yeah.
And it wasn't me. And she's like, even though, I can't remember exactly how she said it, but essentially it was just like, I improvised this whole thing. I filmed this whole thing. I don't think that warrants Worst Actress. And she's like, but I did create a terrible character. That was very hateable.
Yes.
And so I just thought that was kind of interesting.
So then looking back, you would think that she created that character. It would almost be Oscar worthy as opposed to like getting shit on by the Razzies, right?
Yeah.
Because everybody does make mention of her. Like we're not the only ones that have said Heather's annoying.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, no.
So if that was her intent, that's amazing.
Yeah.
She did a great job.
Another one I had was that they had a really low budget. I couldn't pinpoint the exact amount, but it was around like $60,000.
It was $60,000 for production, and then post production was 10 times that.
Yeah, and then they grossed $248 million in the box
Yeah,
office.
that's crazy.
Which is crazy. The last one I want to talk about is when she's running, when the tent gets shaken and they leave the tent, which they shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And she just yells like, "What the fuck was that?" And she looks to the left, but you never see what it was.
Yes.
Apparently one of the directors was in like a white tight suit with white leotards on his head running beside her.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the witch.
Yeah. And so, but you don't see that on camera.
Because they're running down.
Mike was supposed to pan left and doesn't pan left. So,
but it works.
Yeah.
Well, because you're like, what is that?
She says, "What the fuck is that?" I was like, well, "What is it?"
I know. Yeah. I love this movie.
Mike.
We talked about the improvisation part of it. And one thing I liked is when they were in Burkittsville and interviewing people, the principal actors were simply told that a small number of fellow actors had been planted among the town's citizens. And they were given an objective of trying to identify and interview them all within a time limit while investigating the town. And so when they're interviewing that woman that's holding the baby, that is not a planted actor. That's just someone that they started to interview, and so had to get given some of the lore, and the woman just started talking. And so when the baby's like, no, and covering her, that was all unscripted as well.
Wow.
And then
I was like, how do they get the baby to do that?
Yeah, I know.
Whoa. Child prodigy.
And I loved how she was like, she's like, I'm just telling a story that's not true. It's true.
And the production team had to go back to Burkittsville and hunt to find the woman to get her to release because they didn't have permission to use her in the film. Yeah, so it was kind of cool. The other one, this is not great, but despite the film being profitable and codified an entire genre, it did kill the careers of 2 of the 3 actors involved.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because the whole shtick was it was found footage, so they could do no press and not do anything. Other jobs until the film was released. When it did become a hit, their names had been intertwined with the film so much that it was hard for them to get acting jobs because they were accused of being fraudsters. And then Heather Donahue, being the sole girl and lead protagonist, got misogynistic attacks almost constantly. And so eventually she changed her name and quit acting.
Wow.
Because of this film. Which
that's
people hated her so much.
So much, yeah.
Sorry.
People hate her.
I don't.
That's
It was
too bad.
screaming.
It's just a screaming. It's her character.
Yeah.
It's Heather's character.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't hate her.
But
I never
I
said
know-
I hated her.
I know.
It's so funny to think that in this day and age, like people cannot like separate that.
Yeah.
Right? And I know this is an older film, like 99, but they still can't see that it's a person that's acting a role and not necessarily that person. So then they attack her. Like that's just
stupid.
dumb. Yeah.
But she did do a great job as Heather in the film.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have one more. And it was to heighten the authenticity, they left the actors less and less food throughout the 8-day shoot and would disrupt their sleep at night. Sanchez said the whole movie was safely torturing these actors.
Yeah.
So nice.
Wake them up, starve them, give them, okay, now you're mad at this person. I am actually mad at this person.
One other thing that I found that I thought was kind of funny is when the actors walk away from their car, they're actually walking in the wrong direction. They got lost for about an hour because they went the wrong way. And there was a few other times in the production where they got totally lost, and the walking south and ending up back where they were was actually an accident, a serendipitous accident. And the reaction of the actors is like, they're
Genuine?
actually pissed off.
Yeah.
They're like,
No, that's
that was a waste of
funny.
That's funny.
so, like, they did it
It's
to
the
themselves.
same log.
That's awesome.
And then international titles, a lot of Blair Witch or the Blair Curse. But I loved Taiwan is I Jungle, whatever. But Hungary's translates as getting nervous.
Getting a little nervous over here, guys. Getting a little nervous.
Not a full out freak out. I'm getting nervous. I don't know about it. All right. Thank you for that, Mike. Our last bit is our watchability scale, and we're just going to go around the horn here. So, Mike, out of 10, what would you give Blair Witch Project?
It's hard. It's a hard rewatch, but I think for its place, it still is worth watching. I'm going to give it a 7. The research, I think, brings it up for me.
Cool. Sam?
Oof. It's just that the rewatch piece, I really want to know, would this hold up first time watching it right now as an adult? Like,
yeah.
And I don't know. I do think like everyone should see this. Like, if you like horror movies, this is like a classic that I think everyone's seen it. Like, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Even my husband saw it before, and he like does not watch horror movies at all. I'm gonna go with a 5 because of that. I do like the footage, but I'm gonna go with a 5. I think it's worth checking out. Like if you haven't seen it already and you're a horror movie fan, like I don't know, but just because you can't watch it a second time, like I don't know, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Julie.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I think it's aged kind of well. I think it is terrifying. I think if you're watching it for the first time, it's terrifying. And I think it's really well done. I think it paved the way. 10 out of 10.
All right.
Good for you.
Balance out my 5.
It's like my number 2 movie of all time. Or not.
I'm a 7. And I think I'm a 7 strictly because this is the third time I've watched it. I think if this was the first time, I'd be a little higher, probably be an 8 or a 9. Because I remember when I first watched it in the theater, I was legitimately freaked out. I thought it was scary as shit. I went home and I thought about that guy in the corner a lot. So it did freak me out. The second and third time, it kind of killed that vibe. And so, yeah, I do think it's a 1. You could watch it 2 times, but I think after that, you're just hurting yourself.
That's all Julie says that.
You're like, I want to watch it again.
Yeah. You're going to go home right now.
That being said, if you really enjoy it, good for you. But I'm a 7 out of 10. All right. Well, thank you very much, Julie, for being here and helping us out with our podcast on your favorite movie.
Second favorite of all time.
Thanks for all watching it again.
And thank you very much for everybody for listening to us. Remember to follow us on Instagram. We are at ScreamStreamPod. Stop by our website, screamsandstreams.com, where we have information about our episodes, descriptions of our categories, links to our research, our watchability scale, and a page where you can recommend movies you want us to discuss. Please rate, comment on, and subscribe to our show on any of the platforms where you get our podcasts. Until next time, this has been
Sam
and
Mike
and guest
Julie.
My name's Chad. Scare you later.